collective? How are you lovelies doing today? I'm here to bring you another first person channeled message from your person. I really enjoyed doing my first channeled message from my person. It got really deep. But I also, excuse me, speaking of going deep, I really wanted to do, as you can tell by the title, an 18 plus channeled message from your person. So I could be tapping into the same collective. This could be a different collective. If you guys really like these, I can do these like once a week or something like that so that we can tap into multiple different collectives. Sorry, there was a big piece of hair that was distracting me. I apologize. Let's get into it though, okay? So I have some of my 18 plus channeled messages, and then I also have the sinking sun, just because the majority of my watchers are feminine's energies searching out masculine energy. So I really enjoy doing this first person reading from this. So I'm going to be pulling some for, oh wow, starting off strong. I didn't even see that on the back. Ooh, oh my gosh. The juice is already started. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm going to pull three tarot cards to represent the main energy of what your person is dealing with, and then we're going to start pulling some I want to really make this, how they are feeling about the romance slash 18 plus, like sexual vibes between the two of you. So how are they feeling? How is this collective's person feeling about them? And of course, as always with the first person, I do want to say this. This is from their perspective, okay? So if I mention something that's like a position or something, a kink or something that you're not into, this just from this person's perspective, okay? I'm not trying to kink shame, or I'm not trying to push a certain narrative. This is just how this person feels about it. You are more than welcome to say, no, that's not my thing. That's cool, right? And also too, if I start saying things that make you feel triggered, that make you feel like my person would never like that, one, you might not know this person as much as you think that you do, or two, this might not be your reading, and that's okay. It's a general reading. It's not going to apply to everybody out there in the collective, okay? And again, this is from this person's perspective because I am channeling first person, okay? You do not have to feel the same. You do not have to like the same things, okay? But you're here, so I'm going to just tell you how they feeling. Okay, they feel lonely. They feel isolated. They feel lonely. Okay. There's my other two cards. Okay. Ooh. They feel like they're holding back. You want me to channel this first person? Yes. Okay. I have to use so much of my strength to hold back because I want you so bad. I have never wanted anybody so bad. Yes, I have to admit, sometime to myself, that's probably because it's been a while since I've had any, right? It's been a minute. I've been trying to heal. I've been trying to stay ducked off. I've been trying to do my own thing. But hey, I'm still a human, and your boy's got needs, right? And I can't stop thinking about you in that way. It's not the only way I think about you, but this is my chance to tell you how I really feel about you and about how absolutely incredible I know our sex is / our sex will be. I think all the time about different ways I could reach out to you. I could show up in your life. I could come in this way, or I could come in that way. I could just walk. I could just show up. I could plan something. I could reach out to your friends, or I could reach out to somebody and try to plan something. Sometimes I'll be looking at your social media and I'll see that you're at a particular place and I recognize the place and I'll be like, I could show up there. But I don't want to look like a creep. But also, I am really trying to think about how I can make my way into your life, because my want for you is something different than I've ever experienced before in my life. And although it is, yes, 100% on like a chemical level, the chemistry between us is electric. But it's so much more because on an emotional level, it's, I don't even know how to describe it. And I'm not trying to just find a way out of finding the words. I'm not trying to frustrate you. I'm like, do I really have to describe it to you? Because you feel it too. That feeling when we look at each other, when we look into each other's eyes, when we are there before each other. What that feels like. I feel like energetically, the moment that I saw you, I feel like you were already in my arms. I feel like I was already like on a soul level. I felt like we were like kissing and making love. Like when I felt your aura touch mine, when I felt your auric field touch mine, it's deeper because it's a spiritual connection. So it's not just on a chemical like, oh, your pheromones really turn me on. Like you physically very turn me on. It's this deeper, this knowing. And there's this knowing of like how I just want to hold you, and I want to grip you, and I want to grab your ass, and I want to, and I want to fucking just like grab you. And I've never felt so like, yeah, not in a creepy way. Like I'm not trying to take it in a creepy way, but I've never felt so much like I've just wanted to grab somebody and kiss them and tell them how much I want them and how much they drive me crazy and how much I think about you and how much I want you, and I just want to lay you down right there and just like make love to you for hours. Like it's, I don't know what to say. You bring out the side of me that makes me feel like, one, I'm so much more in touch with my feelings and my emotions, and I'm processing things differently on a spiritual level. I'm awakening just like you are, and on a physical level, holding back, building up my energy, reserving my energy. You know, I've even gone through long periods of times when I don't even masturbate, just so I can kind of reserve that energy. I had a dream the other night about being with you in that way, being inside you, how it would feel, and it felt so real. And this feeling that I felt, even after I woke up, it still lingered, and not even gonna lie, I kind of shed a few tears thinking about how it felt to be there in that moment with you, for our souls to really be reunited again. And I find it hard to look at you. I find it hard to meet you eye to eye. And I know it might sound like I'm being really like shady because I'm doing that, but it's because I am kind of scared of what I look in your eye and I could just hold your gaze and I could just stand there and hold your gaze. And that's creepy too. So I choose to look down because I'm like, I can either be that creepy guy that won't make contact with you and comes off shady, or I can be that creepy guy that's just like, and that comes off creepy too. Like, because the intensity is so crazy. And how do I express the gravity and the entirety of how I feel about you without rushing this, without pushing you, without, because I want to respect your boundaries, and I understand what you've been through. But here I keep talking about emotions because like the emotional bond between the two of us, I don't know. I just kind of fucking like you, bro, for real. Like really, like I don't know. Deeper than anybody I've ever been with. Whoa. Okay, so I have to interject for a second because there is a card that is not supposed to be in this deck, and it's the Libra card. So I'm just gonna show that to you guys so that that can resonate for you as strongly as it needs to. Okay, this person could be a Libra, you could be a Libra. But anyway, let me try to get back into it. That just kind of took me out of it for a second. They want to talk more with this deck first. Three cards. Put three cards. Three cards. Oops. The way that I feel standing in your presence is, like I was saying, it's just crazy. I feel this energy radiating off of you. It's so delicious. It's like when I look at you, I can see more than just your human form. I can see more about you. Every time I'm around you, like my spiritual gifts, like they go crazy. They're unavoidable. Most of the time I can find a way to keep them balanced, but they just kind of like spill out of me whenever I'm around you, whenever I think about you, whenever I'm in your energy. I wish that I could be beside you. I wish I could be in you. I wish I could be with you every day. And I'm trying really hard to let go of how much I feel like I need you because I don't want it to be a thing, right? And in the past, especially sexually, it's been a thing for me to see some people, because it always, it hasn't always been about how I felt about that person. Sometimes a nut was just a nut, right? And it's a new definition of deepness that I have with you that don't even know like the words to use to describe it. I'm not as comfortable with all of this esoterical, spirits and angels and all that stuff like you are. I mean, I believe in stuff, seeing is believing, but does that sound crazy? I mean, I don't know. Oh, I am so worried. And I feel you energetically kind of, putting your boundaries up, putting your walls up, putting your borders up, and that's okay. And I want to respect that, like I said before. And I just wanted to kind of have this before we got too much in the sexual, because I know that although you are intrigued like I am, I still know that it triggers you. I know that that you have this worry, that you have this fear, that that's all I care about. And I swear to God, that is not all that I care about. But I wanted just to say, I wanted to get more into the emotions of how I really felt before I really talked about how hard I'm going to fuck you. Harder than you've ever been fucked in your life. Better than you've ever been fucked in your life. I'm going to lay you down, and I'm going to have my way with your body in the best way that you've ever felt ever before. I promise. And I just wanted to let you know that it is more than just that. But mama, it's oh, I fantasize about the way that you taste. I fantasize about the way that it feels to have you like on my skin. Oh my gosh. This person's gonna make me blush. Um, um, to fantasize about what you will taste like later on my fingers. I want that too. I I think about you at work, and sometimes I, no joke, I have to go to the bathroom, just like splash water on my face, or I'll think about you sometimes in like the worst possible situations, and I'm like, why am I thinking about you right now? And I don't know if it's because you're thinking about me, but sometimes I feel like I almost feel it. Sometimes I wonder if I feel when you're touching yourself. I wonder. You've wondered it too. You thought about it too. And well, I guess so. I want to taste your lips. I want to bite them. They're so like plump and just right. I want to feel them in my mouth. I want to feel them like pressed up against me. I really like your hair. I want to bury my face in it. I also want to bury my hand in it and like fucking pull it so hard while I back shot you. Like, I want that too. Some of my fantasies, we're not alone. I'm not gonna lie, like, because sometimes I just let myself just go with the fantasies. I have this one fantasy that I think about me like accidentally running into you while we're out somewhere, and you're like out with another person, and and I like fucking Mr. Steal Your Girl like come in and take you away from that other person. I don't know why I feel that way. You might be rolling your eyes, but hey, like it gets me there. Like I said, you made like this really masculine, like this really masculine side of me come out. Some people might even call it like some kind of like toxic masculinity, but it's different. Like I said, if I know that I'm gonna see you, like I have to prepare for it. I have to get myself ready for it. Like, why you made me shy? Why you made me? I don't know why you made me feel shy. Like I'm not a shy person at all. But something about you makes me fucking bashful. Like what the hell? Yeah. Sometimes I think about sometimes in this fantasy where I kind of like steal you away from somebody else, sometimes, you know, they catch us, you know. I'm not gonna lie, maybe some of it is a little toxic, but like I said, it gets me there. What's the line? What's the line in between kinks, or, you know, what just gets you off and why it gets you off? Maybe we could talk about it. I like the way you talk. I like the way you feel. I like the way you grip me. I'm not gonna lie. It's fucking A1 knife. Come on now. You know I want it. Come on now. I said what I said. What I said. I said what I said. I'm losing my voice and shit. This person literally has me blushing now. My cheeks are blushing. I feel it. That's so funny. Okay. I want to know what you want. I want to see how you react to certain things. I don't mind telling you what I like, but I like showing too, because I like seeing other people's reactions. I like the thought of me and you watching other people. I like the thought of other people watching us. And, you know, like, it's just a thing that I like. If you don't like it, that's cool. It's okay. You don't have to be like that. You know, we can find some compromises. But forever is a very long time. And us being together forever means, like, doesn't mean you have to do anything. Don't get it twisted. I know that. But, you know, we can try some shit. I think it's a shame how, well, I think your past people should be ashamed. Like, you know, and it's too bad. A part of me is happy that they didn't see what they had because they let it go, because that means eventually you came to me. But I think it's a shame that somebody hasn't give you what I'm gonna give you. And I'm sorry you had to wait for so long for it, but I feel honored to be the one. Maybe I feel honored. I feel honored you chose me. I feel honored by how much you want me the same way I want you. It's this feeling like, oof. It makes me hard. It makes me get wet, like, for real. Like, sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I think I'm obvious, and sometimes I think maybe I'm good at hiding it. But a part of me really doesn't want to hide it. I don't want to have to hide it. I want to be able to look at you and you just know how much I want you. Because it's like all of you know, I'm in it and I'm good. and not just inside you. Like, I'm in this and I'm good and I want to be here. You don't have to doubt that. And I'm sorry that you've had fucking assholes make you feel that way. Sometimes I think about the stuff you've had to go through to be and feel the way that you do now, and shit, it makes me so sad and it makes me so fucking mad at the same time. But I'm happy I can be the one to show you something different. I'm down if you're down. But I know, it'll take time. It's okay. I'm not a publicly very sexual person. I'm not an overly sexual person outside of my head. But in my head, I feel like there's something in you that calls and awakens this other part of me. Like I said, I feel like it's like bubbling over, it's boiling over, it's filling me up to the brim, and I don't feel like I can hold back anymore. And a part of me doesn't want to, because I'm like, why? Why hold back this whole part of me that I can allow myself to be who I really want to be? And there's some things that I'm into, and I hope you like them too. Again, like I said, you don't have to, but there's some things that I like that I hope, you'll be you'll be willing to try. Some things that I don't think your past partners have ever let you do. I've ever been willing to try with you. And again, that's a shame, but hey, I'm here now. I think about what it would be like to be with you, not just in bed with you, but really with you, really seeing you, really experiencing you every day, having you, calling you my wife, calling you my husband, calling you my partner, having other people know that we're together and that we're willing to unapologetically be with each other. It might sound sad, but this is the first time in a long time that I feel like I really want to do that, and I really feel like my partner would want to do that too. Like I said. There's something about you that feels kind of like dangerous, or like I see this side of you that I feel like you try to hide, the same as me. a whole side of you that no one has ever brought out before. No one has ever gave you a space to bring this kind of side out of you. And I know there's this whole, like, basically like a fucking sex goddess inside of you, and I hear her calling out to me, and I want to allow you the space to really open up to me. There's this whole other level that I want, and I know that our sex would hit because it's so much deeper than just sex. There's this spirit awakening inside both of us. I know it's my Kundalini awakening. I thought I already had mine, but then you've woken up this completely other different side of me that is even deeper than I already was awakened. And I was like, and sometimes I'm just like, how the fuck do you do that shit? How do you do that? How you make me feel the way that I feel? Like, I'm too old to feel this, to feel this inexperience, and to feel this, like, bashfulness. I've never met somebody that made me feel that way before. Sorry. There's like a moth flying around here and it landed right over that. Right over my camera. I feel like our sex would be so healing and, like I said, soul opening. Your sacral chakra, like, it calls out to me. And I feel it deep. It's like in my sacral chakra, but for me it's something closer. It's like underneath my belly button kind of feeling, and it draws me close to you. It draws me energetically towards you. Oh my God, this person. Sorry, they thought about roses, like a bed of roses, and then they thought about that Seal song, "A Kiss from a Rose." I don't know why they kind of like just wanted me to say it because they were like on, yeah. Anyway, imagine even the thought of you, even fantasizing about you, is almost better than any actual, like, sex that I've had before, which is, if you would have told me that that's how it was going to be, I would have called you a liar. But okay, I guess I'm a fucking liar then. Yeah. Like I said, there's something about that look, that stare, that look on your face. Something about it. The way you look into my eyes. It's this almost like electric, buzzing, kind of vibrating feeling that I have. And it runs like down the tip of my nose, down my spine, and like to my, like, straight to my balls. Like, I feel it all the way down my body. It's like this shivers, and the hair on my arms and my back stands up, and I just, like I said, I've never wanted to just, like, get down on my knees and worship someone so much. Yeah. I want to submit to you. I do. But I want you to submit to me too. I can only imagine how it's really going to feel that first time we finally fuck. Because all this 5D in the dream sex, all of this fantasizing about each other. I can only imagine how it's really gonna be when we really come together and it's really happening. Like, okay. I just had to stop and kind of gather myself for a second. And before I go back into this, I'm shuffling these cards, and the Leo card popped out. So those two signs might be significant to you. I promise I did not put those on here on purpose. I was just like, what? So, but anyway, I think, but in the way kind of how it's like, I want things to be balanced. They're showing me like the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. I want to be the best you ever had. And I want to hear that I'm the best you ever had. Because I will be. But I want us to both feel the same way. Like, I don't want it to be just me being like, oh, stroke my ego. You know? Okay. I'm kind of nervous to tell you about some of my fantasies. Because I feel like I said, it's going to kind of trigger you. I want you to know that it will always be only you. It's you. You're the one. And it's not that you're not enough. It's just a fantasy that I have. I feel so in my masculine energy with you. I feel so guided towards you. And I feel like you're gonna know. I feel like I can't hide shit from you. I feel like you're gonna know. I feel very thirsty. I feel very thirsty for it. And I want you to see me. Which is exactly why I kind of had to take a step back. Which is exactly why I want to take things slow. Because I don't want it to turn into anything it might have been in the past. And I don't want it to become something that either one of us has dealt with in the past. I want this to be different. I want it to be different for both of us. I want us to both be able to not go backwards. And to be able to choose to handle things from our much more healed state. I want you all the time. And I'm so happy that I found you again. I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to have you in my life again. I have some interesting fantasies, but I have a feeling you do too. And I'm really starting to see that I'm okay with it. Because I don't have to feel like I'm as weird. You don't make me feel like I'm as weird as I felt like. And that's just not for just like the bedroom. That's just like in general. You don't make me feel as odd. You don't make me feel as alone. And that is another reason why I so deeply appreciate you, much more than anything your body could ever do for me. There is this energy that I get from you that if I take this leap of faith towards you, that everything I've ever asked for will come true. That I will get the relationship that I have always asked for. That I will have the life, that I will find it easier to be the person that I really want to be. And I feel like me and you can have that together. I got triggered because I felt like you pushed me. But you pushed me without even trying to push me. But I still blamed you for it. But I wondered if you could really be who I imagined that you would be. Oh my gosh. I feel like in the past, I had to take a step back because the shit got messy. I feel like I feel like I was thinking about you a little too much, wanting you a little too much, wanting it a little too much, wanting this situation without really wanting you, without really paying attention to you. And I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. I am. I didn't really recognize who you were to me. And I didn't want to just give that away, and I don't know why. But I'm doing what I have to do now, and I hope that you trust that. And I hope that you see that. And I hope that you will see that. And you will see that change. Okay? So the just flat out truth is that, I was playing with myself, and I was playing with you too. I was playing with myself, and I was playing with you too. Okay? And, I just gotta do what I gotta do now. And the truth was, I was playing these games with myself too. Because I tricked myself out of coming closer to you sooner. But it's okay now. I'm making room for you in my life. I'm making room for this connection. I'm making actual physical room and emotional room for you. So I'm really trying to fight the feeling that I ruined this before it even started. I know it's just my insecurities trying to tell me that we won't be together, but I'm really trying to cleanse my energy, and I'm really asking for another chance. I'm really begging the universe to see how hard I'm working and how much I want to be with a person like you, and how much I want to be worthy of and worthy of you and proud of myself for being allowing myself to be who I need to be. I'm manifesting this really hard. You know, I never thought it would really be this way between me and you, and I never thought I would have such deep feelings for you. But I know, right? It's just me and you. And that's what matters now to me. In the future. Going forward. That's it. Well, that's not it. You know, me me and having a good future and my friends and my family and all that stuff. I don't want you to think it's only just me and you. But, you know, don't get too scared by, you know, the threesomes or wanting to get watched or anything like that. Then I might ask. You're enough for me. You're enough for me. And I want you to know that. I don't ever want to make you feel like people from the past have about you, your worth, your body, any of that. And I know that since you're such a badass, you won't let me either. I'm glad that you took back your power. I'm glad that you know your worth now. I'm glad that you're standing up. I'm glad that you're having higher expectations. Because me, I was stuck too long trying to fight and prove my worth to everyone around me instead of just seeing it in myself. And that's one of the biggest things about you that makes you so sexy to me. Because your body and the way that you feel, it makes me want you, but who you truly are, not just who you were in the past, what your energy means to me, but also really truly who you are. It all comes together and it makes something like, you know, I miss being around you because I remember how it was being with you before in the past. I remember what it was like for us in our past lives together. And after what happened last time, I didn't know. But I'm so happy that I found you. And I know that I keep talking about us more than I keep talking about the 18 plus stuff because I'm kind of a private person. The honest truth is I'm kind of a private person when it comes to that stuff. And, you know, this is a very public setting. So, yes. But it's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm happy that I'm getting, you know, a chance to talk to you. I'm really letting go of the past. And And doing that's really helping me to understand that this is more than just your body. It's more than just me wanting to have sex with you. It's way more than that. And I'm sorry that I didn't see it sooner. I'm sorry that I didn't realize the things inside of me that I needed to realize to understand. I never wanted to make you feel the way you felt, or the way you felt with people in the past. And I don't ever make you want to feel that way again. Yeah, okay. I feel like I said, this person, they're okay with saying some things, you know, like, but as far as it comes to like really details, they're not as much shy as they are just like my business is my business. So you might just want to keep that in mind for this collective of people, right? That this person is not so much, which I know you might be like, you might be thinking like, but they want to bring other people into our connection, but you know, they want to, you know, I don't know. This person is a person that likes their privacy. You know, they do like their privacy. So that's just a part of who they are. Yeah, this person is kind of like I wouldn't say like a loner or like a lone wolf or anything like that, but this person is like is a person that really doesn't, right, at least right now in their energy, they're feeling more comfortable speaking about their emotions, which is it's kind of a new thing for them. Yeah, but don't worry about other people, right? They're just fantasies to this person. I feel like this person really wants to put that out there, right? It's like, how do I explain that, right? Like, you're the one, you're the only one. I don't want, I hope that this person is like, I hope that you can accept some of those things about them, that they want to do that. If you don't want to do it, you guys don't have to do it, but they don't want it to change or have or make you look at them like they want to cheat or anything like that, because it's not anything like that. They would never do anything without, you know, your consent to do and participate in any of that. It would only be every year. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry that it kind of was kind of going back and forth between it sometimes. I'm still learning how to develop my skill on first person channeling messages, especially a message that long. I'm usually fine for, you know, for 15-20 minutes at a time, something like that. But then once we get into the longer messages, it kind of comes and goes sometimes. Or, you know, unfortunately things will happen in my, you know, in um, my side of things that kind of interrupts the process a little bit. But yeah, you know, they want you to know that, right? Like, I see you, I see who you are, I know, you know, I really know what this is. I'm working on it, you know, I'm healing, and when we're meant to be together, we'll be together. For some of y'all, this is a person that you have already known, and for some of y'all, this is a person that you don't know or you don't know well, which is another reason why this person might be a slightly shy. Although I don't feel like this person comes off as shy. I feel like they come off as very confident, is very knowing, is very, um, in their element, but you kind of throw them off. So for some of them, they have this, they're like surprised by it. They don't meet very many people that throw them off or that send them for a loop or that make them like kind of match that same energy. So it's, for most people, it's just like their energy. I don't know. It's this sense of like, most people they meet, their energy is like this, and they met you and your energy is like this, and they're like, what? That's crazy, because they feel like their energy is the same. So that's why they're so like struck by you. Yeah. All right. Well, that's what I have for you. This is the message I have for you. It wasn't extremely 18 plus, but like I said, it really depends on what, I can't really control what this person is actually going to feel comfortable with discussing, especially in a public sense like this. I also do, if you're interested in this, I also do personal readings where it's like the one-on-one channeled message from your person, 18 plus, or just in general. I do those. So down that, my contact information is down in the comment section down below. Like I said, again, this is just from this person's perspective. You know, use your intuition and pray about it. If you're kind of questioning who this message is from, then I would say maybe take a break from readings until you know, right? Take a break from readings until you know, until you're not so back and forth about it. I don't know who that was for, but that's for somebody out there, okay? As always, thank you guys for being here. Let me know if this resonated for you in the comment section down below. If you feel comfortable, like the video if you liked it. If you're not a part of the tribe, think about subscribing and joining, okay? And check out the other links in the description box down below, including the links. There is a direct link as well as just a general link to my shop where you guys can purchase these decks as well as the other decks that I sell if you're interested. Again, this is the Sinking Sun, the channeled messages from the Divine Masculine. If you want to pull some messages for yourself, if you like to do things like that. Okay, thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope this brought some love, light, and clarity to your situation. Hopefully next time we'll tap into somebody who's a little bit more fine with like being 18 plus for you guys. But at the same time, this person is valid and how they feel is how they feel. So that's perfectly fine. Thank you guys for being here with me today. Okay. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.